Hi, it's Christina Rowe, and I'm the founder of Standout Media Group, and I'm a social media and online marketing specialist. And I want to ask you a question. Are your social media graphics ugly? Well, if they are, it's not your fault. You probably just don't know this trick I'm going to teach you tonight that's going to make your graphics look so much better. So let's head over to canva.com, which is a free tool we're going to use, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to fix those ugly graphics to make them look much more professional and make them really stand out. So I'm going to switch over the screen. There we go, and we're here at Google, and let me go over to canva.com. Oops, Canva right here. Canva is a free site. You just go to canva.com and you can open an account. And this is mine here. You're going to see I have I use this all the time, so I have a ton of graphics in here. I also use Photoshop, but honestly, I love Canva. It's super, super simple. So I'm going to go over here and we just go to the main page where it says create a design. So the main reason people have ugly graphics, and this is the secret, is first of all, they're using ugly fonts, and they're fonts and that are not showing up correctly on the text. So you can always tell a graphic that looks unprofessional because it's going to just have that look of the text is overlaid on the graphic and it's not done correctly and it doesn't have that professional feel or look to it, which hurts your credibility. I mean, making graphics is great. And you have free tools like this, but you want to know these techniques so that you can produce them easily and they're really going to stand out and get the attention that they deserve. So let's just go here and we're going to just go and create right now for an example. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick out of Canva's many different designs. I'm going to pick the size for an Instagram post because I like to use this I put this on Facebook as well. It's a pretty good size that pretty much works across the board. Okay, of course Canva has all their different layouts in here too, but let's just say you're going to design, coming here to design a graphic. So you're going to go and look for a photo. Here are just some I have in my uploads, or we can search. Canva charges $1 per graphic, but if you put in free, you're going to see all of the free graphics that are available. So let me just give you a quick example. I'm just going to randomly choose this graphic here for no reason, just to show you what happens with what I mean by an ugly graphic. So let's say somebody wants to make a graphic like this and they want to put a quote on here, and they're going to overlay the text. In Canva, you would just grab the text tool here and you can just simply write everything. I don't know, I'm just going to write, make believe this was a quote, the road to happiness, let's say, leads this way. I'm just making this up. Okay, if I were to do this, obviously in black, you cannot see. That would be an example of an ugly graphic. I could change the color by going up here and making it white. That's a little bit better, but to me, that's still an ugly graphic. It just does, to me, it doesn't look that professional. So what can I do to make this graphic, if this was one I was going to use, what can I do to make this more professional looking? Well, here's a little trick. Go back in here and put in shapes. And you're going to see a bunch of shapes here. I'm going to grab the square. I'm going to stick it here. I am going to now make it black. And then I'm going to go like this and bring it down and stretch this out here. I've got to like drag on here. Okay, and now it looks like it's blocking what I want to use here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to hit arrange and I'm going to click forward. Well, nope, hold on a sec, back. Let's see, our text kind of disappeared in there. All right, well, actually, I'm not sure what happened there, but we can just put this here. We could just grab the text again and put this in white. Somehow I deleted the text. So you could do it either way. You could do the shape first, and then you can overlay the text on it. But the first thing I want to do with this shape when I click on it, and this is the trick, is I want to go up here and I want to fade it out like so, just like that. And then I want to go back here and again, oh, I keep hitting this wrong. thing here, and I'm going to want to write out the text here of the quote. So what we had, all roads lead to happiness, or something like that. All roads lead to happiness. Okay, so now I'm going to move it up by just dragging it here. And I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to make this a little smaller by going like this. But now it's standing out a little bit because I just put that background there. So now that actually looks a little better than before. Now I can play around with the colors here. I could change this text back to black and then change the background by, I have to click on it, to white. And I could do something like that, and then I can make it a little more like that. And that looks better as well. Or I can go over to any one of these different features here and actually use a template with the two different fonts. So all roads lead, and then on down here, and then I would switch this one down, this text down here, to happiness. And then I can change that to white, let's say, if we wanted to do that. So you could use any one of those templates there too to make a professional looking font. I'm still not happy with this font now. This font to me doesn't look right here. So now I can go here and choose all sorts of really nice, cool fonts that I can play around with and see. And I could even change the sizes on here. Now that to me doesn't look right either. So I'll just go through here. One of my favorite fonts personally is Playlist Script, which you can see I go down to the P's here. It's a very like girly kind of font. Okay, we can make that bigger. And I can probably switch this back. I'm not liking how that looked with the switch around, so I'm going to go make this black again in the back. Clicking on that and make that black, and then pull this up. So, and these should be capitalized here. Roads lead to happiness here. So you get the idea. You can do this here. Now I can actually, one of the things I do is I like to, you can put your logo. I actually drag my own photo over when I do any of my quotes, and I make it smaller as my little watermark here, and I drag that here. I'm not a fan, obviously, of this picture behind here, so let me take that out a sec. And I'm going to go through some of the pictures that I get. Now you can get photos for free at Pexels.com, at Pixabay.com. There's a whole bunch of good sites for that. Or you can use a paid subscription to Great Photos, and I'll show you. This is what I use, is Haute, H-A-U-T-E, chocolate, and it's $75 every 3 months, I believe. And I'm just making this big, and it gives you really nice photos like this one. So now if I were to take this and I would want to make this a little bit darker for this, and then I would take the text if I could find it and move it back up. There we go. So you can see right away how much more professional this looks than the stock photo that I had before. And now I have a really nice, cute little graphic here that I could share. So the key is you want to put something to make it stand out. You're going to want to put, you know, something in the background. You can also use another shape, and let me just delete this so we can just use this cool picture in the back. We can go back to shapes, and we can do circles. They have a whole bunch of nice circles here. And I can put this here, and I could change this very easily to here. And then I can write my text in here, and I can make this a little more transparent by going like that. Maybe pulling it down here. And then I can bring in my text, and I'll just change that to white for now. But I can do something by using a nice hot pink on here that matches. You can also do custom. If you have the actual custom, you're looking here, you can click on document colors and put color codes in. So you can put the color codes of anything that you're using here. So say I wanted to make that same quote here, which is, I don't even know if it's a real quote, I'm just making it up. All roads lead to happiness. Okay. And I could do something like that. And then I can, of course, change back to a nicer font. And finally, the last really great tip to give you, I'm going to show you right now how to do this. Let me just find my playlist script. Okay, so I'm going to take out to happiness here. And I'm going to make another text that's coming here. I'm going to make it pink as well. And I'm going to use a totally different font here. Let me just put this in here. And I'm going to layer these on top of each other. So let me just see why that's not working. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to stick this right under here. And I'm going to go find a different font for this. So I'm going to find something maybe in caps. And let me see, maybe we will do this one here. And I'm going to bold that. And then I'm going to change this one as well on top. And let me change that to Brusher, which is also a nice girly-like font. And then I'll just make it a little larger. That here, and then I'll put this here, and then I can make this larger as well, like so. And then I have a nice little cute different looking little graphic here that looks nice, that would get a lot of attention on social media. And if I don't like this, I can go and find there's another similar type. There's a lot of different, you can see a lot of scripty like fonts here that you can play around with. And so it's nice to put one script-like font on top of a font that's like, normal straight type of font. There's just a million of them here. Let's see, there's some more here we can try. This one's one I like a lot. This is called Satisfy, this font. And that's a nice font. And we can do that as well. And then we can even change the colors here. Like if we just want to change this word happiness, I hover over it. Go up to here, and now happiness is white, if I wanted to do that. And if I don't like this font again, I can go and I could find any other type of font here that I think would look better. So it's just a matter of playing around till your eye catches the right one and you're like, you know what, I really love this. Let's try this one. Okay, and I'm just going to do this, and this might have to be a little smaller. And I'll go like this, stretch this out. And again, it's too big for the circle, so I'll just make it a little bit smaller so it fits. So basically you get the idea here. You can just play around with it and change up the colors, change up the fonts, and just, either upload a really nice background that you find either on one of the free sites, Pexels or Pixabay, or you can use a lot of these photos you're seeing in the back here are from hotchocolate.com or .ca. I believe it's .ca. And you can overlay the text. But, it just makes sure that when you overlay text that it shows up on the picture. You don't always have to put something in the back because sometimes it will show up directly on the photo. Like if you're using, say, a background that's solid or dark, the lighter font will show up. But the key to professional looking graphics is not to put, like we did in that first example, where you can barely see the font. And then we're just using a plain old boring font with no pizzazz. So we want to really be creative. And here's a free tool at canva.com that you can use to make your graphics. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm looking forward to seeing your really stunning, beautiful graphics. No more ugly graphics online. Take care. Bye-bye.